It's Taylor. This is going to be kind of a hodgepodge video, intro to my YouTube channel, as well as a unwrapping of this nice little device we have here. It is actually we'll just jump right into it. This is the Husqvarna. I had to learn that because I was calling it a Husqvarna. Nope, it's not a Husqvarna. It's a Husqvarna Viking designer Jade 35 sewing and embroidery machine. I'll get into the details in 1 second. I'm going to tell y'all a little story of why I actually went for this machine. So I am a fairly new DIY crafter, somewhat. I'm very much so on the beginner side of things. And so I run a little bit of an Etsy store, not a little bit. I do run an Etsy store doing heat vinyl shirts and just kind of, I don't know, I put vinyl on stuff and I sell it. To put in short, and I make it look pretty. So, in looking to expand, I was like, ooh, embroidery would be nice. But then I also wanted to get into sewing and kind of learn how to alter clothes and stuff like that. So, I was looking up beginner machines. And of course, Brother, Singer, what's another big one? Genome? I think it's Genome. They all pop up because they're I think Brother's definitely the most affordable brand when it comes to sewing machines, in my opinion, because there's just so many, and I feel like they're on a lot of websites. They're just easier to access as well. So, and especially when you're looking at combo machines, they're definitely along the cheaper or more budget friendly side. So I bought a Brother SE600, which everybody was raving around. I got it off of Amazon. It's bestseller. There's all these good reviews. There's plenty of YouTube tutorials, so I was excited. I got it and I did one simple project. It was maybe about a 2-foot cloth, and I just sewed straight across from it. And then I decided to do a small little embroidery of my 3 initials. And after I did that, I was about to do another embroidery, and the auto threader stopped working. The auto threader stopped working, and then the thread started bunching up underneath. But really my problem was the auto threader, because I googled some stuff, YouTube researched that the bunching under was probably because of the way I threaded, or just material and just some different setting problems. But the auto threader was an issue for me. I tried manually threading it, but it just wasn't working. I had it for maybe about a week and a half, but I hadn't used it until that one night, and then 24 hours later, boom, my auto threader is not working. It's just that quick. And he's like, man, just take that thing back to Amazon if that's not working right now, because if it's not working now, then who knows what else would go wrong with the machine. So I shipped it back to Amazon. But at that point, I was hooked, because I really could see myself doing some personal projects, but also pushing more stuff out on Etsy and creating more items to sell. So I was like, what? Let me go back online. Let me research a different model. Maybe even a bigger embroidery space, because the SE600 only has a 4x4 embroidery space. And so I was like, 4x4 will push out some stuff, but I definitely wanted to branch out into a bigger one. So I was like, let me expand my budget as well, because the bigger embroidery space you want, especially on a combo machine, if you want a combo machine, it's going to cost you a little bit more. So I expanded, and I kept looking, and I was really going to go with, I want to say it's an SE1900 or something, with a Brother with a 5x7. And it's still a combo embroidery machine. I want to say it's SE1900. But either way, I looked at that, but then also upon exploring or whatever, because the SE1900 for a Brother was the same price as this Husqvarna. But this Husqvarna has I want to say it's a 9x7 embroidery space. Not really hooping. 9.5 by 6, my bad. Yeah. So it's a 9x6 embroidery space. And it was the same price, but it's also still a combo machine. So that's why I went with this one, and it had good reviews. It said it was beginner friendly, and that was actually conflicting, because when I bought it, I had only seen things that said it was very easy to use and very beginner friendly. But then after, of course, I was still doing some research, and now I found a whole other page where people were talking about how it's not beginner friendly. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm going to be the test of it, because I am very much a beginner. I know very little knowledge about using a sewing machine or a embroidery machine, let alone. So I'll be the test of that. But also I want you guys to come on this journey with me So this channel is really going to be a lot more about my journey as an Etsy shop owner, entrepreneur, and getting deeper into sewing and embroidery and learning. And I'm going to take you guys with me so you'll have a beginner's perspective on this whole thing. But okay, back to the Husqvarna Unwrapping, and I'll tell you guys some specs about it. But I just want you guys to know why I went with this one. But yeah, so I definitely went with it. It's supposed to come with embroidery software included, but I already know it's intro PC software. People kept saying that it's really simple. It's nothing that like you can really create different designs and just make magic happen with the intro. You're basically, they said like the software itself, if you want the full access to the software, it's going to cost you an arm, a leg, and maybe both legs. But yeah, so it supposedly comes with the intro software. Another one of the reasons I got it again is the large embroidery space. It hoops up to a 9.5 and a 6 for your designs. It's also a sewing machine, and one of the things that I like too, it has a sewing advisor. So I should be able to actually like set up or choose which fabric type and sewing technique I want, and then the sewing advisor just sets the machine up the settings and everything already to what should be best for that fabric and that sewing pattern or technique. Yeah, it says it sets the best stitch width, stitch length, and thread tension. The stitch is displayed with the recommended presser foot. Yeah, so it does come with different presser feet. I'll go over that in a second. It says it has a high embroidery speed compared with other machines that are embroidery machines. What else? Yeah. All right. So let's get into this unwrapping a little bit. And let me tell you, the reason it's not an unboxing is because this box does not come, not even that, scratch that. This box is not light, and it is not a pretty process of unboxing it. The box was maybe about like 3 foot wide, 3 foot long and 2 feet wide, and then maybe about 2 feet in height. And in height, and not height, but weight range, it felt like it was like 60 pounds. I don't know, somewhere between 50 and 75. But that thing, this was a hefty package to get inside my apartment. And so if I would have made an unboxing video, it would have been a whole bunch of awkward squatting and styrofoam everywhere type of not pretty views. So yeah, let me go ahead and unwrap this. I talk so much. I feel like I shouldn't hold it like that. Don't do what I do. Don't hold it like that, because that is what's gonna actually like lock in your hoop and move it side to side. So you definitely don't want to damage that or hold it by that either. Yep. Okay. Set that over there. Oh, this is another reason why I got it. This thing is so pretty. Why is that snapping off already? Is that supposed to be snapped? Uh-oh. I don't like this. Why is it snapped off like that? I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe we'll come back to that. All right. Oh, prop up a little bit. So this is the embroidery attachment. This is the power insert or whatever that's going to go into the machine. That's what's going to power up your embroidery space and actually power your thing to like go across and do all this little movement once you're embroidering. That's such a weird word for me to say. I don't know why it's weird. Embroidering. Isn't that like gorgeous? I think it's so modern, and I'm such a person for like boxy things. I feel like now design goes more towards like sleek and round bubbles, so I am really in love with like the kind of square-ish shape of it. I remember this is my, oh, this is so cool the way to package this. I shouldn't have known, but yeah. So this is actually your storage unit too, and then on the inside it comes with the presser foot and then my power cord with it. So that's cool. It's easy storage, especially once I like take this out and then I'm actually storing it, because I mean, like, I'm not gonna constantly unplug it and take off the or detach the presser foot. So it'll be nice because then I can put all my like accessories, like my different presser feet, the screwdriver and bobbins and stuff. I can just like stash that in here and just put it back. So that'll be nice. So I'll set that as I'm trying to keep everything in view for you guys. You don't You don't want to see that anymore, you know. Oh yeah, but yeah, so this is what it looks like. What I'm talking about is this like this thing. I don't. Oh, duh, Taylor. So this flips up, and that way you have like your stitches showing, but it's like this one little piece that like it's not clipped on. That's what's bothering me. There we go. I know y'all heard that click. It just wasn't sticking. That little like green, this like green lining wasn't sticking on the side. There we go. So once you lift this up, you have your, I'm trying to see so I can see too. I have my stitches right here. It looks like a little piece of packaging. Yeah, it's a little piece of packaging. A little bit of cushion. What else do I have? It looks like I wind my bobbins right here. If I have anywhere where I place my thread as well. I'm exploring this machine just like y'all are right now. So I'm just kind of like fiddling with things. Okay, so if you slide this open, it looks like it's a whole nother storage unit as well. I love that like y'all are experiencing this with me. So I'm literally just like tugging on random spots on it like it's a puzzle to figure out where everything is. But yeah, so once it was like still right here, if I just slide this over, it's like a little pocket for me to put whatever other pieces I want to put in here too, I guess. If I want to put my presser feet, my, yeah, this is all presser feet. Looks like extra needles as well. All of that right there. What does this do? I don't know what this is. Still newbie. I don't know what this is, but there's another one in here, so I'm not gonna throw this away because I feel like that's something that's supposed to be useful. There's also a seam ripper in here. A seam ripper. And then also your little thingamabobber for your thread. Oh, cool. So it's actually a flash drive too, because on, I just know it's right here. On this side of it, if you can see my hand, is where you like load in your flash drive with your design on it for embroidery, and then it takes it from your flash drive into the machine and spits out your nice little design you created. I'm gonna put that right here. I'm gonna take a break from the machine right now to show you. So this is your embroidery hoop. Isn't that so nice? Like I'm so excited to like use this. And I saw online that you can actually buy smaller embroidery hoops. Say this is just like way too big because you're doing smaller projects and you want it to just be a little bit more stable with smaller projects, like a 4x4 or probably like a 5x7. I saw that you can buy different size hoops, but I'm excited that it came with the biggest because I would be kind of upset if it came with like a 4x4 and then it goes up to a 9x6 and I have to go buy a 9x6. I'd rather have to buy a 4x4 than have to buy this big one, in my opinion. But I'm definitely excited to really create some bigger designs and just really push some work out of this machine. I'm trying to figure out where to place everything. I'll put that over there. Also came with this lovely paperwork. I'll be honest, I'm not a person for reading manuals or really like reading the directions on things. I usually try and figure it out myself, and then if I can't figure it out that way, then I'm like, all right, where's the manual? What page do I need to look at? But for this machine, I am definitely going to read the manual so I can, what is this? Yeah, I'm definitely going to read the manual so I can be as proficient and really know how to work the machine in the different settings and be able to really work it. That's interesting, just the way they printed my receipt. I use PayPal, so it's just weird that they like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like usually like a packing slip or something, but the way they, I don't know, whatever. Here's the manual. Yeah, it's a pretty, I'm not gonna let that distract us. Back to the machine, guys. Okay, I'll close that back up. Yeah, so when I looked at it, there's a lot of buttons on here. That's another reason why I'm going to read the manual, just so I know what all these buttons do. Because I know if I don't, I'm going to be intimidated, and I'm going to only know how to use like 3 buttons on the machine. And anytime something happens, I'm just going to panic and just keep pressing those 3 buttons. So yeah, with all these buttons along the front, I'll definitely be reading the manual just so I know what they are. I can tell what a couple of them are, like your auto cut button, your stop button. You have like 2 speed buttons, and then it looks like this is your reverse button right here. another start stop button. There's a trash can button. I'm assuming that's a delete. I don't know what you're deleting. Maybe delete your design, whatever, something like that. And what's over here? Oh, there's a hard button. I don't know what that does. Up, down, side to side, up, down, side to side. Yeah, so we'll see what that does. But then also I did see, oh, that's cool. So remember I was telling you guys that there's a pocket on the front. There's also a pocket on the back side too. I don't want to, this machine ain't built to be tipping. I'm not going to tip that thing like that. That just feels unsafe. This is a hefty machine. It is not light. But yeah, there's two on both sides of this. I'll close those up and just pull. Yeah, if I pull both, so it's actually on like the same kind of like unit. So now I can show you guys. That's what I was talking about. There's the second side. Hold it on this side. So yeah, this side pulls out on the back of it, and then this side pulls out on the back of it and creates like a whole little pocket. Oh, that's cool. So it could just create something like a thinner sewing machine. Moving stuff, moving right along. All right, so I assume, this is what I'm talking about. I don't read manuals. I assume that I place it just like this. Oh, that's so cool. And then boom, that is my embroidery machine. Just that quick of a conversion. That was really easy. I like that. Yeah, and then there's like a lever right here that you can pull, and I'm assuming, yeah, then that just like allows me to pull it back out. I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna make another video tomorrow of just doing like a small probably like shirt alteration or something, like create like a crop top and just closing it with some elastic just to create an item and really just kind of get to know it and start learning how my lovely Husqvarna, I can't remember, that's a long name. I've been calling it a Husqvarna, it's Husqvarna. I've been calling it a Husqvarna Jade 35, but I think it's like Husqvarna Designer Jade 35 sewing and embroidery machine. Oh, pat myself on the back. I think that is what the name is. I believe that's what it is. But yeah, so this is a supposedly beginner-friendly machine, which I will be the one to judge that since I am very beginner-ish for coming into the sewing and embroidery world as far as machines. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to this video if you want to see my journey with the Husqvarna, as well as my journey with Etsy, more entrepreneurship, some motivational videos, my experience, and some more of me. Bye, guys.